squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
This time on target. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On target. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Fires to the right. Found a seam. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Lost to throw again. Uncorks it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Right on the money. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's y'all. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
looking to scramble. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. As a result now, 4th down.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Quick release on the RPO. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on...
Touchdown, UCLA! Fitted in the window for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
A designed run for the quarterback. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. Fires it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Using his feet. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
As a head coach, you'd love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again.
Got some room into the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Blue Devils are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Shaw. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. We're all tied up, and they'll try to get it right back. They're going for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Rushes on him. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home,
going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, I bet the QB is steaming because he did an awesome job. He drops back, and he can tell he's got the matchup he wants on the outside. He's got an open receiver, throws it to him. Great ball right through his hands. Missed opportunity for a big play. Missed opportunity for a touchdown.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He'll take it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Still on his feet at the 45.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. Get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and tight.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, going to the air. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31. Fires to the big fella. Ripping through the defense. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've they've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It's a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he drops to throw, using his feet to buy time. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He throws back to the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes...
It's a fumble! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Got the quick pass.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes to the right. The 20. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense putting points on the board.
Hey, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. UTSA has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up 14 over Air Force. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fakes the grab to the 25, and there's room. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Corner's going to give them room. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it and gets the first down. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cox. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Shotgun snap on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Cox. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Under fire. Moving out to the right. Got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
The Bruins will call on their punt team. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the air on second and short. Going for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Got a man. It's Cox. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll toss it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. But still, they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with a running game on 3rd down? Touchdown, Bruins! They take the lead with the 6. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Release to the back. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Buys a little extra time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's James. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. On first down from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's got it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Steps away to find some room. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Makes the grab. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Keeps looking downfield. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Had to throw it before he wanted. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They've held this ball forever, driven it deep. Now facing a 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Duke. Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll bring it out. It's Shaw. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it inside the 20. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gets the back moving. They just keep firing. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's off. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a man on the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Now on 2nd down. corners are walked up tight. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moving away from pressure. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Headed to the end zone. Elevates over his man. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished.
He's got it down the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield on first down. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Finds us back in the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs through the tackle. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Bruins will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Looking for room at the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Bruins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Cox. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain